Regina did become the queen. And she spent much of her reign at war with Snow White and Prince Charming.
Leaving the battle so soon?
The battle's over, Regina. I offer to negotiate the terms of your surrender.
My terms are quite simple. Your death.
You should have surrendered when I gave you the chance.
The tragedy, I think, between the two of them is Snow White, as a young girl, always looked up to Regina. She saved her life, and she's always hoping she returns to the person she met when she was in love with the stable boy.
The queen faced execution, but Snow showed mercy.
This is a chance to start fresh, Regina. To leave the evil behind in this cell.
Just like that.
Just like that.
There is so much bitterness and anger, almost like a blood feud between them, that we wonder how will they ever work it out.
You make change sound so easy.
Every time she starts to redeem herself, something seems to get in the way.
In Storybrooke, Regina wanted nothing more than to earn Henry's love, but it would be more difficult than it seemed.
Cora gets to Storybrooke and realizes that to get Regina to forgive her for oh so many transgressions, she's got to have her daughter need her.
I want my daughter back. Let me into your heart.
Regina really does want her mother's love and approval, but more importantly, I think Regina wants Henry.
Together, we can get him back again.
And she feels like redeeming myself and being good is taking too long, and my mom's offering me a shortcut.
Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. If we possess the dagger, we control the Dark One. I'll use that dagger to force the Dark One to kill anyone you like.
Cora's plan would leave Regina blameless in Henry's eyes, but David and Mary Margaret were not about to let that happen.
We did it.
The Dark One finally can be controlled.
Indeed he can be. But by whom?
What Cora's looking for is to become the Dark One herself.
Johanna!
Your choice.
The dagger, dear.
No! You have what you came for.
Not quite everything.
In that moment, Mary Margaret kind of snapped.
You see where good gets you?
And she started to say, had I got rid of Regina years ago, I would have seen my daughter grow up, and none of this would have happened.
She needs to be killed. This is our family. We are going to protect it.
Of course we will, but not by your hand and not out of vengeance.
Why?
Because you wouldn't be able to live with yourself.
We gotta get him to an ER fast.
In New York, Mr. Gold's injury was serious.
There's gotta be some way we can save you.
There is.
Storybrooke. There's magic there now.
Captain Hook's ship provided quick passage, and Gold made it back to Storybrooke.
The cabinet.
And while Cora had possession of the dagger, he had his own powerful weapon.
The candle can save me. There's nothing else.
I wouldn't use this to save my own mother. What makes you think I would use it for you?
For once, our interests are aligned.
Snow White started to wonder, what did being good ever get me? Maybe the path I've been on is only causing more heartache, and in a moment of weakness and in a moment of anger, she lit the candle and she gave that heart back to Regina.
She can't love you, you know. She doesn't have her heart. With it, maybe she can.
For a brief moment, Cora felt the love she had denied herself for so many years.
Mother.
But the feeling wouldn't last.
Mother. Oh. Mother. This would have been enough. Mother. What am I gonna do? You did this.
Hey, you said I'm good to go.
But, I think I'm gonna stay here for a little while. Why? Well, take a look at this and see.
The outsider in Storybrooke had reason to stay.
Greg actually witnessed some magic, and he is fascinated by this magic, and he is staying around town to document it. Why he's there and what his connection to Storybrooke is explained when we take a look back at the first days of the curse.
Now pull the loops as tight as you can. Ah, look at that.
When Regina first cast the curse, Storybrooke landed in the middle of the forest in Maine, right by a campsite of a father and a son.
This is impossible. It's like someone dropped a town right on top of us.
Storybrooke's unexpected visitors soon met the mayor.
You're in my seat.
But I'm already sitting here.
And for Regina, new faces would be a welcome change.
Revenge is somewhat hollow. Regina at first loves it.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
She enjoys seeing Snow White miserable, and she enjoys seeing Prince Charming in a coma. But after a while, it grows old.
Morning, Madam Mayor.
Save it.
Everyone is telling her exactly what she wants to hear, and she gets bored. And the first person to say something different is this child.
What's this?
It's a gift for letting me sit in your seat.
And that's what she realizes she needs. The way to fill the void in her heart from casting the curse is through a son.
The father doesn't want to be there. He just wants to take the boy and go back home to New Jersey. And ultimately, Regina won't allow that to happen.
Sheriff, our visitors are driving out of Storybrooke. Find them before they cross the town line.
But the boy's father knew something was wrong.
Run into the woods. Get as far away as you can. Go.
Run!
Dad! Run! Why are you doing this?
You want to stay here, don't you?
Not like this.
What Regina realizes is that if she forces this kid to live with her, it won't be real. And that was the whole purpose of finding a son to begin with.
I'm sorry. I just wanted us to be happy.
And then that boy grows up to be Greg Mendel.
Who has been searching for this town for a very long time.
You could have told me who you were and why you're here.
I think you know why I'm here. I'm looking for my father.
Your father? He left shortly after you did. I never saw him again.
After finding Neil in New York,
Thank God I caught you.
What are you doing here?
Emma received some surprising news.
I'm tomorrow. Emma.
It's my fiance.
So how'd you guys meet?
For Emma, this is hard. It's been 10 years and she's moved on from Neil, but
Moving on and seeing someone else move on are two different things. And when she sees that Neil is with someone else, she is upset, but in true Emma fashion, won't admit it.
Does she know who you really are and where you're really from? Take my advice. Tell her the truth.
Neil comes clean with Tamara and says, I'm from the Enchanted Forest, my father's Rumpelstiltskin, and you're in Crazy Town.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to be honest with you.
what we learn is Tamara isn't everything she's presented to Neil, and that she's someone who not only believes in magic, knows about it, has sought it out in the past.
After steering Neil away from Emma, August spent the next 10 years indulging himself and neglecting his responsibilities.
8:15, when Emma came to Storybrooke and that clock moved, and he felt it a world away in Phuket, and he started to turn to wood because it was a reminder that he failed at his mission and that he has failed as a person. The Blue Fairy told him to be selfless, brave, and true, and he was anything but that.
You're turning to wood. Pinocchio.
August heard of a man who went by the Dragon, who supposedly could cure any ailment.
10,000 American dollars, and you shall never turn to wood again.
It was then that August met Tamara, who also sought the dragon.
So what brought you to him?
Cancer. Very rare form. Oh, sorry, I'll be right back. Will you watch this?
Yeah.
He was so desperate that he was willing to steal from somebody who he thought at the time had cancer to get what he wanted.
Stop! That's mine.
I'm so sorry.
Hey! Whatever it is you have, you deserve your fate.
In truth, Tamara had no need for the potion, but still, she was eager to possess it.
She's not sick. She is actually after the magical abilities this man has.
Now that I have it, I can't risk anyone else finding you.
And then we realize, for reasons that have yet to be explored, Tamara is really, really interested in the magic that's going on in Storybrooke.
Anyone in here?
With no cure for his condition,
Just me.
August retreated to Storybrooke and went into hiding.
August?
August feels like he wasted his life.
This is my own punishment. I did this to myself.
August, I'm so sorry. But you don't have to hide. There are people in Storybrooke who care about you.
But maybe some things you just don't come back from.
The last person August expected to see was Tamara.
Long time.
And when he learned of her plan, he was given an opportunity for redemption.
Emma, it's August.
August.
Listen to me. I have to warn you.
August?
I know what you did to the dragon, and you are not going to harm anyone here. I'm going to warn them.
No, you're not.
August makes the right choice. And he finally is selfless, brave, and truthful.
August!
He warns Emma and everybody at the risk of his own life, and because of that, he gets a second chance at his life again.
Father,
Pinocchio.
I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy.
The Blue Fairy gives him what he's earned, which is another go.
Do better this time, Pinocchio.
These characters all seem to be connected by love. The search for love, the loss of love, the restoration of love.
Each character, you realize, is looking for their own happy ending.
Magic. Both light and dark is a powerful force. And it's finally arrived in Storybrooke, Maine. But for those who dare to harness its power,
Hey, why haven't you called me back? Where are you?
be careful. For magic always comes
Right here.
with a price.
Sorry I'm late. It's been a heck of a day.